We first told you last week about Saskatchewan's Jessica Campbell making history, becoming the NHL's first female assistant coach. The Seattle Kraken hiring the former Team Canada forward after she spent 2 seasons with the team's AHL affiliate. And Jessica Campbell herself joins us now. Jessica, thank you so much for making the time. I'm so excited to talk to you because your story is such an inspirational one.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here with you guys.
So, Jessica, let's start with sort of the history-making aspect of this job. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously really special to be in this position, and I'm extremely excited. I'm grateful. I know that there is a long list of other remarkable women that are in the industry or in the same position as me with the same passion and goals. And so I just feel very fortunate to carry the torch behind the bench, but also recognizing that, you know, I've always kept my focus on the work, and the meaning behind the work is that much more special, knowing that potential more opportunities could come for others as a result of it.
Jessica, I want to play a little throwback for you. Our Cameron McIntosh did a wonderful profile about your journey, a really inspirational one. And let's play the clip where you're talking about the differences between boys and girls at the age of 14. Let's listen together.
Well, guys hockey's so fast and rough, and girls is just slow, but I think it's getting a lot better.
It's getting a lot better, and certainly you're a trailblazer in that. What do you think when you see yourself at that young age?
It's funny to hear back. You know, I grew up playing boys hockey, and then, you know, as a result of having different pathways, went into the women's game or the girls' game, I think at age 15. And so it's just, you know, looking back on, I was raised in a locker room with a bunch of boys, and I never thought anything different. And I never really saw myself any different than just a player in the locker room. And I was treated the same way. And so, you know, I credit my minor league coach, Leo Parker, who treated me as just one of the boys. And I think he instilled a belief in me at a young age that I could do anything that they were doing. And I think it led me to this point today. But the women's game is an incredible game. It's fast. It's a special game. And at the end of the day, we're all speaking hockey, the language of hockey. And now in the position that I am, I can look back on my path and connect a lot of dots from playing with the boys. And it's an exciting feeling.
It's amazing to hear you talk about your mentors, because almost any trailblazer I've ever spoken to talks about, you know, someone injecting that voice of confidence in them at a very young age. It's very cool to listen to you talk about your mentors. Let me ask you this. Now that there will be a woman on the bench, what impact do you think this will have on the NHL?
Yeah, I think anytime you see something different or new, it usually changes perspective, or it opens eyes to potentially think outside the box or think differently. So, you know, I hope that as a result of me being hired and us going forward with the Kraken, I hope it, you know, continues to challenge other leaders in the same position. And I credit the Kraken organization. This is a remarkable opportunity for the game and the landscape of the game to change and to grow and evolve in positive ways. And I'm a big believer that, you know, the more perspectives and different people you have in a room, the more ideas and only positive things come from dynamic teams. And so I hope that our dynamic team and the dynamic team that Dan and I have been a part of in Coachella, we can hopefully bring that to Seattle and experience positive growth. And I hope it's good for the game.
You know, Jessica, any trailblazer is, you know, undoubtedly inspiring, but of course breaking barriers is not easy, and you face many challenges. How do you think that you'll be received by other players, you know, who are seeing a woman for the first time in this role?
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because I think for me, I've been coaching now both female and men's players for the last 5-6 years, and at every level from junior to pro and across the map internationally as well in different languages. And, you know, it's interesting, and I kind of already alluded to it. We're speaking the game of hockey and the language of hockey at the end of the day, but for them, I totally understand that it's potentially the first time that this voice, and experience has been very positive, and the reception from the players that I've worked with to this day and to this point, they speak positively about their experience, and ultimately at the end of the day, a coach is just meant to serve the player and guide the player and the needs of the player. And I really try to just focus on the impact of my coaching and the relationships and establishing trust and strong communication with the guys. And really at the end of the day, I think they can feel that I care about their success. I want to get in the trenches with them and get to work to help them unlock every potential that they have yet to tap into. And so it's all the same at the end of the day, but it's definitely a little bit different. And I think it's good that it's different.
It's such a great outlook, and I know that many girls and women watching will be inspired by that. What advice do you have for those who are aspiring to what you've achieved?
Just that if you have a passion for hockey or sport or anything in life, and regardless of what it looks like for you, and if you see yourself in that picture, it doesn't matter. And, I grew up dreaming of playing in the NHL because I played with the boys and that's what I saw. And then when I saw that the national team, a new dream unfolded. And, I never pictured this for myself, but I did believe that I could do hard things. I could break down, challenges in front of me, and really surrounding yourself with good people and keeping your dreams as big as they possibly can be, and really never letting yourself build any barriers, because those are the challenges that we often face, are the ones that we put in front of ourselves. And my biggest advice to the young girls and young boys is, if you have a dream, if you have a belief in something, stand by yourself, believe in yourself, and don't let anything ever get in your way.
What a beautiful message. Jessica Campbell, thank you so much for joining us this morning. No doubt Canada is very proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me.